Mike, if you could just walk us through that final drive. What in your mind went wrong out there?
Big plays. I think it was that 1st and 10 screen. We got to rally to it, get them down, and then a couple other dink and dunk plays that they got, getting a field goal range, and then obviously they worked their way down the field. They worked the clock, and it's just poor execution by us as a defense, and so we got to do better.
It was an offense that had been struggling coming in this season. I know you guys look at it as a week-to-week league, but is there anything that you can point to just outside of just that last drive that maybe defensively didn't go your way today?
Yeah. I mean, a few things. Obviously, we gave felt like we gave up too much in the first 2 drives. I got to look at the play-by-play to see, rushing yards and all that type of stuff, but just didn't play our brand of football today. Gave them a little bit too much, and obviously it comes down to that last drive. It's the NFL, man, coming down to the last 2 minutes of the game, and you got to execute and get off the field. We just didn't do it.
It seems these scripted plays at the beginning of games the last couple of weeks have hurt you guys. Is that something you agree with?
I mean, I guess it's accurate. First couple games of the season, we spoke about that. They're scripted plays. You're trying to get a feel for what they're doing, and also defensively, you're trying to get off the field to get a takeaway, and the first 2 drives we just weren't able to do that.
Micah, you're always good at it's week to week, and you flush the games and all. But when it's 3 weeks in a row that it's tough, are you concerned the way that this team is playing, or is that
3 weeks in a row being tough? What do you mean?
Just the fact that it's been 2 losses and a tough game last week. Where this team is at this point of the year,
100%.
Is that not fair to say? I'm not putting the word.
No. I mean, yeah, that's accurate. 2 losses in a close win. It's the NFL, man. This is week to week. You got to go out there and play your best ball each and every week, and then it's a matchup. It's a matchup league. Obviously, we know the Patriots pretty well. They know us really well. We knew that they were going to try to run the ball and keep our offense off the field, and we just weren't able to get off. So, no panic, none of that. It's a week-to-week league, like I said, and good thing we have a Thursday night game coming up, short week. We're able to flush this, learn from it, and you have another game coming up.
What do you think of Jordan's game? He had a sack and then obviously that big forced fumble there.
Huge.
That gave you a chance.
Huge. Obviously the sack was big, and then at the end of the game, them catching that ball, and I knowing Poe, I knew he was winding up to do that. He does that all the time. Obviously, you guys know in years past, and even in practice all the time, he does it, and was able to punch the football. A huge takeaway when we needed it the most. Was able to get the offense the ball back with great field position. They scored the go-ahead touchdown, and then obviously it's on us to do it again going back out there.
Under no circumstances am I asking you to point fingers or make excuses, but given the nature and the scope of the injuries you're dealing with and adjusting to, and then Oliver's out today, is there an adjustment? Are we watching a defensive adjustment, you guys adjusting to the reality of playing without those players in game situations like this?
At the end of the day, injuries or not, we had an opportunity to win the game at the end, and we just needed to stop. It was total collective, failure by the defense of just not getting the ball back or not stopping them. So I'm not gonna, like you just said, I'm not gonna make excuses for the injuries and none of that. This is the life of an NFL player. You got to go out there. You got to compete each and every week, whether injuries or not. So, like I said, I'm happy we have a Thursday night game coming up.
Mike, what have you seen from them in the last couple of games? There's been a lot more play action for them in the last 2 matchups than before against you guys.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You just talked about some of the chunk plays. What have you kind of seen from the chances there's been a lot more play action shots against?
You mean the Patriots?
Yeah.
Well, I think today they were just wasn't really pushing the ball down the field. It was kind of just screens and dink and dunk the way down the field. So, that's what they do on us, and I think that it starts because we weren't able to stop the run, so they're able to do that.
Is there a right sense of urgency right now inside the locker room? I mean, with making sure it doesn't become panic. Is there a right amount of urgency right now?
No, I feel like each and every week is a new opportunity. I wouldn't say we're pressing the panic button and want to be urgent. Each and every game, you want to go out there, you want to have urgency, you want to have energy, you want to start the game fast and all that, and just wasn't able to do it today. Tough opponent. I don't care. We don't pay attention to records. Obviously, this is a divisional opponent, one of the best coaches to ever coach. He's going to have them boys ready, and we knew that coming in. So, the record and all that stuff didn't mean anything, and they weren't able to start fast, and they got us.